Dear students, welcome to the science class. In the last class, we concluded with the chapter light. We seen about the spherical mirrors as well as seen about the spherical lenses as well as solved about the numericals using the mirror formula as well as lens formula as well as we seen the ray diagrams in those topics. In today's class, we are going to discuss about the exercise questions which are given in your textbook on this topic. So that first 6 questions are MCQs, so that it is not necessary to write down all those questions on a board, so that you are now become adults now, so that it is not necessary to write everything on the board. You can easily understand by telling those questions. So that I am going to explain those questions without writing those questions on the board. I am going to explain the questions numericals by writing those questions, and I am going to solve those questions on the board. So that the MCQ questions which are given in your textbook, it is not necessary to write down all those questions on the board. It is time consuming as well as it will be very time consuming, and it will be take this class to slowly. The class will go slowly, so that I am going to directly solve the questions. I am going to directly give the answers for those questions. So that take your textbook and there will be the exercise questions. The first question on that exercise is, which one of the following materials cannot be used to make the lens? Which one of the following materials cannot be used to make the lens? So that answer for the first question, they are given the 4 options. First option is they are given as water. Second option they are given as glass. Third option they are given as plastic. And fourth option they are given as clay. Now from all these options, which material cannot be used as the material for the lens? By using which of the material we cannot use to make a lens? So that if you remember, we will be making a lens. First of all, we have to find out what is lens. What is lens? Lens is nothing but it is a transparent medium. It is a transparent medium, so that the objects which are placed in the opposite direction should be visible. It should be a transparent medium. When you take all the values, all the options given here, water is what? Water is a transparent medium. In the same manner, glass is what? Glass is also a transparent medium. Plastic is what? Plastic is also transparent medium. Some plastics are transparent medium, so that we can see the objects which are present in the opposite direction. In the same manner, we take the example of clay. Clay is a transparent medium? No, clay is a opaque. So that we can't see the objects which are present in the other side of that clay. So that clay can't be used for the purpose of the making of a lens. We can use water for the making of a lens. How? It is a transparent medium. Glass we can use for the making of the lens. Plastic we can use for the making of the lens. But in case of clay, it is not possible. So that option for the first answer is D. So that first answer will be what? It will be D. Now take the second question. What they are given in the second question? The image formed by a concave mirror is observed to be a virtual, erect and larger than the object. Where should be the position of the object? In the problem statement, in the question they are given that the image formed by a concave mirror. Concave mirror is nothing but converging mirror. Right? It is observed to be a virtual, erect and larger than the object. Where should be the position of the object? If you remember the ray diagrams for the each and every case, in case of concave mirror, in only one case, in only one condition, it is going to produce a virtual image as well as erect image. With that, which one of that condition? If you remember that the ray diagram for the concave mirror, this will be the pole and this will be the principal focus and this will be the what? Center of the curvature. If you remember the ray diagrams, in only one condition it is going to produce the virtual image. What is that condition? When you keep the object in between pole and principal axis. When you keep the object in between pole and principal axis, it is going to form the image in the other side. It is going to form the image in the other side. Like this, the image is going to form here. How the image looks like? The image is a virtual image. Why it is forming inside the mirror? In the same manner, image is erect image. Why it is upright one? So that in each condition the image is going to form a virtual and erect image. In case of concave mirror, when the object is kept in between P and F, that is nothing but in between principal focus as well as pole of the mirror. When you check the options here, first option is given as between the principal focus and the center of curvature. It is completely wrong. Second option given as at the center of the curvature. It is also completely wrong. Third given as beyond the center of the curvature. It is completely wrong. Last option is given as between the pole of the mirror and its principal axis. So principal focus. Right, between the pole of the mirror and its principal focus. When you check this ray diagram, when you check that option, that means the D option is right for the second question. Again here also D option is right for the second question. That is nothing but between the optical center of the mirror as well as its principal focus. When you keep the object here, it is going to produce, in case of concave mirror, it is going to produce the erect as well as virtual image. So that option for the second question will be what? It will be equal to D. In the same manner, third question. Where should an object be placed in front of a convex lens to get a real image of the size of the object? Right? Where should an object be placed in front of a convex lens to get a real image of the size of the object? Again, if you remember the ray diagrams for the convex lens, we have 6 ray diagrams for the convex lens. So that this will be the optical center, this will be the principal focus, this will be the center of curvature, this is also principal focus, this will be the center of curvature. If you remember the ray diagram, I told you to tabulate all the values in the table. If you remember those things, when you keep the object on the center of the curvature, that is nothing but C. The image produced by the convex lens will be on this C itself. On this C itself, like this. When you check the image will be the same size of the object and it will be inverted one and it will be real image. So that if we see the problem statement here, question, where should be an object be placed in front of a convex lens to get a real image of the size of the object? Here the image is real and the size of the object is equal to size of the image here. Where we are going to get the size of the object is as the image as the size of the object when you keep the object on the C itself. When you keep the object on the C, so that our answer should be on C. So we are going to check the option which are given in your textbook. So the first option is given as the at the principal focus of the lens. At the principal focus of the lens, it is wrong. Second option is given as at twice the focal length. At twice the focal length. If you check the length of the center of the curvature, it is always equal to twice of the focal length. If you remember while solving the numericals as well as while discussing about this topic, I told you that radius of curvature is always equal to the double of the focal length. That is nothing but R is always equal to 2f. R is always equal to 2f. That is nothing but double of the focal length. What is R? R is radius of curvature. At that R value, we are going to get the center of the curvature. So that as per the given option, a twice the focal length. A twice the focal length is what? It is the center of the curvature only. So that we are going to keep the object at the C only. So then it can be written in the other words 2f. So that answer for the third question is what? It will be B. At the twice of the focal length, that is nothing but this at the center of the curvature. We keep the object at the center of the curvature. In front of a convex lens, it is going to produce the image at the same size of the object and it will be a real image. Why it is a real image? It is an inverted one. So that this is the answer for the third question. Now fourth question. What is that fourth question? A spherical mirror and a thin spherical lens have each a focal length of -5 cm. The mirror and the lens will be likely to be then given as the focal length equal to -5 cm. Focal length equal to -5 cm. We don't want the magnitude value of the focal length. We just want to check the signs here. What is the sign of the focal length here? It is negative. If you remember while discussing about the lens and mirror, when discussing about the sign conversation, Cartesian sign conversation, I told you condition that the focal length of the convex lens as well as convex mirror will be positive. In the same manner, the focal length of a concave mirror as well as concave lens, as well as concave lens is always will be negative. It is always will be negative. So that if the focal length is given as -5 cm in the question, then what it will be the lens and mirror, which type of lens it will be and which type of mirror it will be? Both will be concave. So that answer for the fourth question will be what? It will be the option A. That is nothing but if the focal length is given as negative, then the lens as well as mirror will be concave only. If in that condition, if the focal length is given as the positive, then we can say that the lens and the mirror will be what? They will be convex. Why? The focal length of the convex and concave, convex and lens and mirror is always positive in the same manner. Concave mirror as well as concave lens will be negative in all the conditions. So the answer for this question will be what? It will be A. I hope this is clear. Next, fifth question. No matter how far you stand from a mirror, your image appears direct. The mirror is likely to be. No matter how far you stand from a mirror, no matter how far you stand from a mirror, your image appears direct. That is nothing but upright. In which cases, in which mirror we are going to get the upright images? In all the three mirrors, we are going to get the upright images. If we take the examples of the plane mirror, if we take the example of plane mirror, as well as if we take the example of concave mirror, as well as if we take the example of convex mirror. In all the three mirrors, we are going to get the upright images. In plane mirror, we are always going to get the upright image. But in case of concave mirror, we are going to get the image, upright image when we stand in between the principal focus and pole of the mirror. In between principal focus and pole of the mirror. Is it possible to get the upright mirror always in case of concave mirror? So that in this case of concave mirror, it is not possible to get the upright image in all the cases, in all the conditions. But in case of plane mirror, how far you are going to stand from the plane mirror? If you are going to closer to the plane mirror, it is going to give the upright image only. If you are moving backward direction, you are going away from the mirror also, it is going to give the upright image only. If you are very close to that plane mirror, it is going to give the upright image, that is nothing but direct image only. You are very far, that is nothing but you are standing at the infinity from that mirror. Still you are going to get the upright image in the plane mirror. So that first condition, plane mirror. If you take the image formation by the convex mirror, when you keep the object at infinity, it is going to produce what? It is going to produce the upright image only. When you keep the object in between F and principal focus, that is nothing but principal focus and pole of the mirror, it is again going to produce the upright direct image only. So that in all the cases, in case of convex mirror also, it is going to produce the upright image. So that it is, this condition is also satisfying. So that either plane mirror or convex mirror always going to produce what? They are always going to produce upright image. There are nothing but erect images. How far you are going to go from that mirror, it is going to produce the erect images only. So that answer for this question will be plane mirror as well as convex mirror. So that we are going to check the options here. The first option is given as plane mirror. Right, it is also right. Second option is given as concave mirror. It is wrong. Third option is given as convex mirror. It is also right. So that last option that is given as either plane or convex mirror. So that the answer for the fifth question, it will be D. It will be D. Why D? The D option is given as either plane or convex mirror. Either plane or convex mirror. In the both the mirrors, they are going to produce the upright images. That is nothing but erect images. So that the answer for the fifth question is D. I hope this is clear. Now last question, sixth question in the MCQs.